In this next series of videos, we're going to be talking about input and output. Now, there isn't really any input and output statement or functionality to the C programming language itself, but there are standard I/O. You've seen the standard IO.h. There are standard I/O and standard library header files and standard libraries that have to come with C if the C implementation is going to be known as an ANSI standard or even a usable C language implementation. If you use just these standard I/O routines that we're going to talk about here, then your program is guaranteed to be able to interact with the environment that it's placed in, assuming that your language implementation is standard. This is the standard I/O. It has to come with the language. It has to be available. And some of the things that we're going to look at is exactly this, the standard input and output. We will be looking at how to create formatted output using printf. We've already used printf for quite a few things, but we'll really see the power of it coming up here. We can have variable length argument lists to functions, and we'll take a quick look at that. You probably won't have to worry about that a lot, but it is how printf does its job and how scanf inputs. We'll look at formatted input with scanf and how they both use variable length argument lists. We'll take a look at file access, how to open files, read from them, write to them, that sort of thing. And we'll need that for the next chapter when we talk about how to deal with the web, because we'll be opening some files and writing things that we receive from our website. Of course, error handling is important. We'll look at the standard error output and how to use it, how to use the exit function, and then we'll take a look at line input and output, which is how to read an entire line of data at one time rather than just single characters or single elements off of a line. We'll wrap it up with a few miscellaneous I/O functions at the end, just for fun. But now we need to make our programs be able to interact with the world around them. So far, they've just operated on their own without really much of any input from us. So now we're going to get interactive and get some input and output. Stay tuned.